consistent with what you put up. Think about your channel name before you create your channel name. If you like cakes, you don't want to call your channel name Mrs. Hot Rod. You want to call it Betty Crocker or Mrs. Cook. Okay, try to tie it into what you're doing. Just little simple things like that. Now, when I say post often and be consistent, you can trick the YouTube analytics. If you're constantly putting out product on a regular basis, the YouTube analytics will see that you're constantly active and they'll start putting your channel up in front of people. You can't post something 1 month and then wait 2 months later and then post something else. Thumbnails are very important. Thumbnails are the most important thing that you can do. Everybody talks about clickbait. Thumbnail is clickbait. Yep. When you look at a commercial on TV, they have about 6 seconds to grab your attention. If they can't grab your attention, you're going to turn it to something else. Clickbait. Don't worry about what somebody says. You got to grab their attention within the first 6 seconds. If you throw a video up and it does no good, it's not the video's fault. It's the thumbnail. Go back and change the thumbnail, because if they scroll through it, they see it, they don't click on it, it's done with. What I found with my channel is that we have verses. Anytime we put a demon face versus any other vehicle face, for some reason our click-through rate scoots up to the sky. So find out what it is that your channel gets a lot of clicks on those thumbnails, create those thumbnails. Also, similar thumbnails. A lot of my thumbnails have a black background. When people, it trains them. When you see a black background with a red border, boom, it's automatically telling you there's something with demonology. We're training you to click onto that particular thumbnail. So your thumbnails are very important. Look at your analytics. Watch your YouTube channel and see where people drop off. It will tell you that in the YouTube studio. If you see the first 40 seconds, everybody is bailing out of your channel, go and find out why. Are you repeating yourself? Are you not talking about the subject that you promised and they had enough of waiting on it? Are you boring yourself? Whatever the reason, find out where they're dropping off at in the analytics and jump in there and fix it. By all means, as you're getting to the end of your video, don't say, all right, guys, that's all we got to have, and then want to talk about something for 5 minutes. Because when you say, all right, guys, I'm done, people are clicking off your channel and they're going. Those are the simple things of YouTube. You don't need big, expensive cameras. Use your phone. Be consistent. Post often. When I say consistency, start out and say I'm going to post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, maybe Saturday. Just post on those consistent days. At the same time, you're training people to pop up at those particular times. All right, guys? From that, I'm going to turn the floor over to...
So, as we all know, Dunk is not going to talk about YouTube
Dunk
per se.
Dunk is an Instagram champion.
But social media on a whole, this man has built a whole brand off of it to the point where he's famous now. We little. He famous. He on TV. You know what I mean? So just speak to a little bit, Dunk Master, how you built such a huge following on social media. Because you're going to find that he's going to say a lot of the same things.
Like for Dunk Master,
I said Dunk Master.
Is the haters. I would like for him to talk.
Consistency. And we got TJ Millionaire Mentor here, who is the fastest growing YouTube channel of everybody standing here right now. That includes him, me, Stunner, everybody, TJ Mag. So you come and just give people a couple words of how you are growing so fast.
Shit, I don't know. That's the truth. I don't know. Here's the thing, guys. Like, I've always loved cars, and but I'm a businessman, right? So that's my thing. I've been a businessman from forever. I think, you know, I was talking to your wife. Your wife was talking about your son, and I said, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a millionaire. And that was me as a kid, right? So that was me, right? So it starts with wanting something and wanting something bigger. And the thing for me, the reason why I even came here, besides the fact that demonology said, man, come on down, is that, and the reason why I paid the money, and he didn't pay me, he said, come down. And I wanted to ship the car down. I just got into more parking, even though I've owned my bike for 3 years. You know, they said I just got in, the Mopar community, because I guess y'all don't consider it.
No, we consider it. Hey, that's Steph with the Viper. That's Steph. You and Steph. Him and Steph got in a big argument about how the Viper is not the best Mopar.
Who said that?
That's what Steph said. I told y'all the Demon is the best Mopar.
Y'all gonna have to watch the video, his video, to see that argument. It got heated. It got heated.
But, and so here's the thing. My thing is this: is that I started posting cars, and I did it reluctantly, right? Because I would get on, and I'm a business guy, so I coach people, I help people make money. So my name on Instagram and on YouTube is TJ Millionaire Mentor. But it's not because I'm a millionaire. It is, I am. I've made lots of money. I built a company to over about $50 million and sold it. And I just sold it in February. So that's one of the big things. I have about 8 to 10 real estate projects going on now. I have about 5 of them over in the public. I have another 3 or 4 over in Washington. So, and the big thing that I do now, though, is I built another business that's all about online marketing that teaches people to sell products, sell things, right? So as such, we've always had to create content that matters. We can't just create content. We got to create content that has some sort of impact. So I think that's what I've been doing, is trying to create content that has a message behind it. Yeah, I post my cars because I love my cars. That's my passion. I'm passionate about road racing, R-O-A-D racing. And I'm here to learn how to drag race. I don't know nothing about drag racing, even though he wants to pour gas on
You know you better get
that.
Don't worry about gas on.
And he wants to slash my soul. You know what I'm saying? Because I brought out my adventure on. They want to do all that to me, even though I don't know anything about drag racing.
He's making excuses right now,
but I love cars, right? So I started posting about things that I love, but trying to figure out how to post things that matter. And the thing that I've been trying to do is to drop knowledge all the time. And so right now, there's 2 things that I would say that's maybe a little bit different than what these guys do. Is that, you know, we don't own YouTube, we don't own Instagram, and the TikTok, as you see, we don't own TikTok. So for those people that build a following on any of those platforms can come and go, change. They can change the algorithm for how often they see you or any of that stuff. So the one thing that I would say is make sure that you guys create some sort of list, email list, that you're getting people on your email list, right? So for us, we figure the number of people that you have on your email list is relates to how much money you're going to make a month. So if you have 1,000 people on your email list, you'll probably make $1,000 a month, right? If you have 100,000 people on your email list, you'll make about $100,000 a month, right? Pre-COVID, we were making about $2 million a month, right? So our email list, we were just killing, right? You know, post-COVID, we're probably about, you know, a fourth of that, you know, or a little bit more than that. So the thing is, and the thing that we've done differently, and so when I say we, I talk about myself in terms of TJ Millionaire Mentor, but my business partner, JJ Smith, right? So JJ Smith, I don't know, anybody know JJ Smith?
Yeah.
JJ Smith? Yeah, JJ, you know her, right? So JJ Smith does weight loss and stuff like that. And we have, so what we do is a brand, right? And so I think there's a lot of people that got the merchandise, right? And then there's some people that got the live event thing. This is a live event, right? So you can make money on merchandise, you can make money in live events. Another way you can make money, and I don't know if you're doing it, but I think you're doing it based on the last video I saw, is by building associations. So what I heard was that NDRA is the only way. NDRA is the only way. So you own that association? So I love that, right? So you can build an association. People don't think about that, right? So he's like, hey, look, I'm the dunk master. So why don't I build an association? People that want to participate, I want to put some rules, I want to put some communication around it, I want to put some events around it. I don't have to run all of it.
So I can do the YouTubers Racers Association.
You can do whatever you want.
There it is, YouTubers Racers Association.
But for some ladies, I remember I used to tell this lady, I used to tell all the time, do the U.S. Makeup Artists Association. You know, do the whatever drag racing association. Do whatever it is, right? So that's a way to make money. But the other ways to make money are, you know, and so, and what I'm saying is, and the reason why I'm saying this is, you know, these guys can tell you how to build your channel, how to be consistent. He can tell you how to do it on Instagram. He can tell tell you how to do it on YouTube. For me, even if you go to our channel, it doesn't even look like the channel would make the kind of money that we got, like JJ Smith, right? Because we remember the phone. But we monetize it. And the way we monetize it is by creating stuff that makes an impact. In one case, we help people lose weight, right? We just created a product that helps people manage their blood sugar without having to be on pharmaceutical stuff, right? So we create products that actually work and products that actually matter. And so merchandise, right? And people give you love because they like your brand and they're a fan. They become a fan. They like your stuff. They support you. But beyond that, you can create other products that teach people something, help people achieve something. The other thing you can do is that you can build classes. So you can build classes, online classes, and I think teaching is going to be one of the most powerful ways that people make money. There's a lot of people that teach a specific thing, right? Because they teach that specific thing, they make money. So I'm not teaching you how to grow your stuff. I'm teaching you how to make money off your stuff, right? So learning to teach. If somebody out here is an elementary school teacher, right? One of the things I'm trying to do in South Carolina right now is to teach early education or early reading, right? So early reading. So if somebody out here is like, hey, I taught my kid to read at 2, I taught my kid to read at 3, that's something that you can build classes on and teach other parents to teach their kid to read at 2, or whatever. Or I taught my kid to play music, you know, or I teach kids to play music, or I know how to be a great football coach or a basketball coach, or whatever. So online classes is another great way to do stuff. E-books is a great way to do stuff. Obviously books, we've done, and I've negotiated $5 million contracts on book publishing deals. So we sell a lot of books. I think we sold books in at least 23 different countries, different languages. And one of JJ's books has been on the New York Times bestseller list over 52 weeks straight. And so what JJ and I have done is we've been the marketing behind all of that stuff. So just because you write a book, that's great. Anybody authors here? Authors? Well, look, you can become an author, you can make money. And one thing about writing a book, right, and all of you guys, if you're on YouTube, and I know these guys' stories, right, at least some of them, because I've been stalking you stuff, you know, great story.
Don't look too far back now.
Great story. This stuff's documented. But people, as you know, because you're already doing some stuff, people will buy your story, right? You just got to package it up. And then you got your books, but you also have ebooks. And the thing about ebooks, you can sell ebooks for way more than you can sell a regular book. Because a regular book, people are going to pay for so much. An ebook can be very specific, where you focus on one thing, right? If you focus on just practice, how to do this, how to make the demon and maximize the demon. You might be able to sell a book for $20 or $19.99. But if it was a